Hi, welcome to Groom Streams. Today we're going to be checking out and showing you what to do when you first start as a baby in Path of Titans. So we're doing it on an official server, so bear with me. We might die. It's just going to be that way. I'm doing a video, kiddo. My daughter's here with me. Say hi. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a Suchomimus. As you can see, I have a lot of adults, so I have done this a few times. I think I have 14 adults, maybe more. So we're going to start out with making a Sucho. Now, when you first get to this thing, there's a bunch of stuff here. You got damage, defense, recovery, land speed, water speed, survivability. So each dinosaur, depending on what you would like to use, like some are fast, some are slow. This is a mid-tier dinosaur, so it's a somewhat fast, but not super fast. It's got a good bleed damage, and they're kind of going to water, so they got good survivability. So I'm going to grow one of these guys. I haven't grown one yet, so I'm going to start out with it. Just kind of give it a skin color. Now, there's a male and a female. The male and female have different color patterns. There's always going to be a different color pattern for each male. So if you want to choose one different colors, you're going to have to choose the other sex. Then there's balanced speed plus speed minus defense, or plus defense minus speed. Me, I prefer something like this to be speed. I know it sucks to lose the defense, but speed helps survivability with a dinosaur like a mid-tier, because they're not going to have a whole lot of health either if you go defense. Yes, you could go defense if you want, but you're going to be slower, so you got to be careful of that. I mean, yes, you're going to be water-bound, so it's going to be or water semi-aquatic, so it's going to help that way. So that's kind of your, those are the choices on that. I'm calling this one Sucky. Anyway, so I'm going to go with the Speed Sucho. And then we're going to go ahead and jump in and play. So as you can see, we turned it into a baby. So when you start doing the baby, you got to do this whole tutorial spiel. I'm just going to go through it all. But one thing you definitely need to learn is, obviously the resting is a big thing, but the precision movement is a major key factor in survivability and PvP in this game. That one that they just showed you. I'm probably not going to do the rest of the tutorial in the video, but I wanted to make sure we know that you need that one to know. Make sure to learn and use that one as much as possible. Learn how your dinosaur moves, because it's going to help you save you in a long term. I'm going to finish this real quick and I'll be back. Alright, now that the tutorial is finished, we go into the real world. Now this is where danger happens and where you got to learn to control yourself, I guess you could say. Okay, so first thing is check out where you started at. I will be posting a map with all of the locations with like territories that are good questing areas, with a little bit of an idea of where my questing locations are that I like to do and which ones are not very good or dangerous, and I'll be kind of making a key for it. I will take if you guys have other suggestions, feel free to take them in, but I feel that it would help out a lot knowing a little bit better location areas for questing. Here's my questing map and key for you guys' usage. Now what I like to do when I first start is make sure to hit those home cave and waystone, because they're huge amounts of experience. You want to get as much experience in a short amount of time as you possibly can. So you want to hit the certain key spots to quest at, and you want to just stay in your location the best you can. So key is to stay around the edges of the map. Do not, I repeat, do not go into the middle area, the big lake and the stuff like that. That's pretty much PvP haven. Do not go there until you get to at least sub-adult, preferably adult. Grassland Lake Crater Lake, or Grassland Crater, is another one that's very similar. You have to be very careful. Riverland is a very similar one. I'll be coloring them and I'm making it, like I said, the map will have those stated. But I wanted to make sure that people know these are hot spots. Do not go to hot spots. So I'm going to go to my little location up in the top left. Sorry, just went out of the map when I didn't need to. My location up in the top left, where I kind of have a little small area here that I go through. You know, there's a couple spots here that I go back and forth to, and sometimes I'll come back over here. And I'll be doing that since I'm on this side. If I was on the other side, I would choose a different location. There's a few different hotspots I alternate depending on which side I'm at, and depending on what players I'm with. Now, you want to get with a group. Groups get you the most group experience because they got extra group quests. But you want to be careful on getting a group. So find somebody that's a friend, a buddy, somebody that you want to get, that might like the game. But do not, and I repeat, do not just get random people. The game allows people to attack each other in groups, so people will take that as a way of toxicity. And people do camp waystones. People try to find any way to one-up each other on this game. So be careful. And when you're young, stay hidden in brush. If you hear footsteps, hide in the brush until you don't hear footsteps again. Do not, and I repeat, do not attack anything that is bigger than you. And anything that's smaller as you or smaller than you probably isn't a good idea either, because you're really weak at this stage. So just beware that everything is a danger until you're at least sub-adult. Adolescent is just as troublesome. So I think I'm just going to run to this waystone real quick, and that'll probably be at the end of the video, kind of show you what that stats goes. Now there's a waste, and I'll probably run to home cave too and place it in home cave so I can activate the the buff, so you can see what buff you get for staying in home cave. Now in the home cave buff, I'll be announcing it when I get closer, but it's a 12 hours. You get 1 full bar down below as a double experience points. So you want to get those home cave buffs, but beware, home caves are busy areas. They have a tendency to have a lot of people, so there's always a danger. Alright, I'm gonna just run into this and that, and that'll probably be the end of this video. Headed to home cave now. You see 3 minutes of growth from just that. Okay, now that I am close to home cave, I hit a fall. Be careful, Clips. So now that I'm close to home cave, I gotta be careful because home caves are busy. So what I like to do is I like to be cautious, listen for footsteps. Always listen for footsteps. Like, that is like the key thing to this game. Listen for footsteps. Keep quiet, listen for footsteps, don't be seen. Those are like the 3 things you want to do as much as possible when you're first starting out. And I want to get to this home cave before this restart happens, so, because this is going to be the end of the video. So, when you get to near home caves, be careful of people camping them. The camping has kind of stopped since a new update and a debuff, which is nice, but it's still there kinda here and there, so just always be cautious. And then just run into the home cave. So home cave is a cave pretty much that makes it to where you can build a base in a safe, and it's a safe haven. You don't die, nobody can get to you. Your stamina, your health, and everything, your stats do not change when you get into home cave, so beware of that. They stay the same. Your growth is strong when you do this introduction like before. And I'll do this quick introduction for the cave. Just da-da-da-da-da. Kind of tells you that you can place decorations and etc. Alright, now, when you get in here, there's a debuff that happens that makes it to where it multiplies it the longer you stay in the cave. So you want to use that debuff the best you can. So every 12 hours, the debuff gives you 1 full bar of 2x growth. So use that to your advantage anytime you can. So anytime you try and log out of home cave. It'll help you out a ton. I will be posting a link to the flyer or the map that I will have kind of locations on questing areas as well. And thank you for this. And next probably will be group questing and what the best way to group quest is and good areas to group quest as well. Thank you very much for watching, and talk to you later.